Looking like a disco ball.
On the TV.
Your S's are S-ing today.
I know it, y'all. This is the last live episode of 2024.
Yes.
I just got to let y'all know something. The volume difference between Gestalt Gardner and Next Stop Mississippi is like tenfold.
Are you telling us to step it down or Felder to step it up?
I'm just back here on these faders working hard.
Felder does the 9 a.m. version, you know.
And,
the volume is at a certain level at
10
9
o'clock,
a.m.
everybody's coffee's kicked in.
And then at 10, I mean, it's here we be.
We on life. I'm full of life. You are nuts. You're a nut.
Let me welcome those two. Kamel King and Java Chapman.
Hello.
Hello, folks. Listen, this
Merry
is
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
All of that.
This is our last episode of 2024. I can say it doesn't owe me nothing.
Nothing.
Not the entire year. The year don't owe me a thing.
You have done your thing.
That's what I was going to say.
Can you run the credits?
It doesn't.
Java?
It doesn't
Can
owe
he
her
run them?
anything
Java,
because she's
the boss. He
she's
better run the
giving
credits.
it.
He
She's
better run
giving
the
it
credits.
all.
Can you run the
2024.
credits, Java? I mean, she's hosted all kinds of things.
Yes.
She's voiced over
Yes.
all kinds of things, all kinds of awards.
Yes, I was
come on, tell
Grand
them now.
Marshal at
Tell
a
'em.
parade. I was Employee of the Quarter at MPB. I've had a lot happening this year.
Yes, you have.
Oh, we got the award for the show, for Marshall's show. That was
The
earlier
MAB
this year. We
awards,
got
yep.
the MAB awards for Now You're Talking. Lacey got her awards
Look
too.
at
But yeah.
that.
You hosted the Mora gala
Oh,
celebration.
the Mora Gala thing. Yeah, I had a speaking engagement.
See, there's so many
there,
here I
and
even forgot. You just
forget.
it is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah.
that's happened.
You
and it's
hosted
been,
the brass band, their concert.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I played in the band.
You played in the band.
I didn't want to after 15 minutes, but I played in it for that whole 3 hours.
It's a little stamina that you have to have for that.
I stuck it out.
Yes.
And I would love to say, hey, Epic Funk, because they're going to come back next year. So I'm excited for them to come back and perform. But yeah, y'all, this is it. This is our last live show of 2024, and I cannot feel more blessed about it.
Yes.
So thank both of y'all for riding along this entire year with me. Java for being like, who you putting in the car?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll fit in the car? And I'm like, yeah, they'll fit in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Just squeeze them in there.
Yeah.
And
y'all
so-
the dynamic duo.
I
mean, really.
I tell everyone in this building, I just do what I'm told. Germaine, she comes by and she's like, yeah, so we're gonna we're gonna pop.
I'm gonna have
and
an
I'm like,
acrobat, tightrope walker.
Okay.
And Java's like, in the studio? Of course.
It's going down.
Of course.
Major
All right.
productions.
Right, of course, in the studio.
Yes.
And you know, I don't know what all you've got going. How you've got a busy week coming up for Christmas? Y'all got family coming in, things like that come out?
Well, I mean, I'd say the two busiest things, which one of them is an announcement. One, shout out to my dad. Shout out to you, Lee King. He pushing through something right now, and I'm talking about that man has showed me that he's my superhero.
He is.
So many times,
He
but
is.
again, he recharged me up. So shout out to you and shout out to Mom for doing her thing.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I will be leaving Visit Mississippi at the end of this month. So I will still. Java's still keeping me with the show. You're still keeping me with the show.
Did you hear how I introduced you?
I didn't.
I introduced you as entertainment attorney.
You did. Wow. Wow.
I pulled it over for you on screen.
Oh man. Well, thank you.
So
Well,
I mean, thank you for the work that you've done.
Yes. I was going to say the
How long
service
have you
you've
been?
put in.
How long
Thank
have you
you.
been with Visit, Kamel?
Been with them 8 wonderful years. I mean, I am taking away so much. I mean, I had just a wonderful time serving the state of Mississippi, the Blues Trail, Country Music Trail, the Freedom Trail, the Writers Trail, working for my dear friend Craig Ray and also my dear friend Rochelle Hicks, and you know my wonderful staff of Michelle McAdoo and Maggie Lowry. I mean, I will miss the entire tourism staff and the whole industry. But yes, I'm moving on to manage a a artist management and booking agency called Emerald Tiger.
Come on now.
Artist management.
Well, that's all right there.
It's going down. It's going
Come
down. So
on
look
now.
out for Emerald Tiger. We coming through.
Well, let me tell you the mark that you have left on the tourism industry here in the state. The blues, the country music, just everybody who you've touched. You would think you've been at Visit for like 20 years. You know, I've always joked. I've been like, Kamel been with Visit since he was 16. But he has not. He has not been with Visit that long. But just the relationships and the friends and the people and everybody who you've met and made along the way have just, you know, giving you props. I can say your name anywhere in these four corners of the state and probably beyond, and people know you.
Man, well, I'm blessed.
And so your mark has been made, sir.
I'm blessed. I just hope that I left it better than the way I found it.
Yeah,
But I mean, shout out to Craig, shout out to Mary Margaret Miller White, who hired me. Rita, that's our girl right there.
Come on in here. You cannot stand on the other side of the glass.
Shout out Rochelle, shout out
black
Teresa.
You got all on that black on, you look good.
Oh, look at that Milano Italiano jacket. You know, when you move around the world, you can't wear, it's not going to be FUBU anymore.
Oh, you called it, didn't you? You called the jacket out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at you.
It's my James Bond outfit. Hey, y'all, good morning.
You look so nice. This is a beautiful final live episode of 2024 now that I've got Rita B on with us as well. So welcome to the show again,
Thank you. It's
lady.
good to be back. Y'all upgraded since I left. That's what happens when
I
you
just
leave.
put up $20 worth of Christmas lights.
I'm just saying, when you leave, that's when everybody upgrades. Left Jackson State, they got a Chick-fil-A. I said,
oh, my God.
Everybody, once they know you gone, everything comes in.
Yeah, how I feel about that.
When you were working here, the studio had asbestos and black mold and everything.
Yeah, it's a little struggle.
Yeah. Well,
Great time,
listen,
though.
let me go ahead and introduce, because we've got to get this going for our first segment. We have now got Rita B in the building, and Rita is in the building because she is bringing a little bit of something with Mariama, Curate an intimate night with her. That's going to be happening at the Artistry in Jackson, Mississippi. That is tonight, 8:30 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful night with a beautiful lady who's here with us. Mariama, thank you so much for coming on Next
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you so much for that cold-blooded hat that you've got on.
You know, it might be stylish, but, you know, I have a small head, so these headphones, I have to hold them.
Yeah, that's okay. You look cute. You look cute. You look cute. We are excited about this whole Curate and intimate night with you. You have been pushing this. I am just loving your whole style, loving your whole steez. Talk about, though, you and Rita getting together and how all of this got formed and, you know, what we can expect out of this whole partnership between you two.
Oh, my gosh. So I have actually been a spoken word artist for about 16 years. Mm-hmm. And I've been writing my whole entire life. And for about 5 or 6 years, I was on hiatus. And I was dealing with some personal things like grief. You know, we grief handles us in different ways for different people. And it kind of put me in a place where I didn't know if I was ready to perform again or write. Yeah. And Rita started something that truly, I say, saved my life, which is called the workout room. Mm-hmm. So I had not performed in about 5 or 6 years before I performed at the workout room. Yeah. And I came a few weeks and I never performed because I wasn't there yet. Mm-hmm. You know, grief, I was still riding the grief wave. Mm-hmm. And one day, it was not planned. I said, okay, I feel it. Today is the day. Yeah. And I performed, and it gave me everything that writing has always given me, which is power and freedom. Oh. And through that, I found my voice again, and I haven't stopped.
Wow.
You know, what I liked about her workout room is she made it so open to everybody. Yes. It didn't feel like it was a closed club, like you had to know Rita to get in or anything else like that. And or you didn't have to put on, you know, just come be yourself was your whole deal that you were pushing, Rita. And so that to me, that whole platform was so beautiful, and I'm glad you were able to blossom there.
Yes.
It was a pleasant surprise for me because I had seen her like at some events, but I didn't know that she was a poet. I used to tell her when I would see her walking around, she just looked like a rich auntie. And then she hit the workout room and did a poem, and I was like, whoa, like this is really good, because a lot of people say they're poets and spoken word artists, but they're not. It's like green eggs and ham, and that's not what she does.
She don't do green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
There's depth, there's passion, there's vulnerability, and she was at the workout room every single week and just became a favorite. And I was like, yo, you have to expand this. Like, you can't just limit this to the workout room. You have to do your own show. And she's like, what? My own show? And I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I love that. Talk about you kind of spilling and pouring into people when you meet them, because this is not the first person you brought to Next Stop. And these people are not bottom of the barrel. These are top-notch artists, like literally poets and musicians. Talk about you just giving back, Rita. You know how to reach out. I like that.
Yes.
I love the way you give back.
I guess I'm like the Quincy Jones of Barry Gordy in Mississippi. I don't know.
That's it. Claim it. That's it.
But as I'm still growing as an artist myself, but that's the thing. I am not intimidated by talent. It excites me.
Yeah.
You know, some folks want to be just in the pond by themselves, and they they want to be on top by themselves, and I don't think
It's
like
weird,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not how I think. If I see somebody has potential, I see somebody has talent, I'm like, okay, well, how can I use my experiences or any kind of expertise to help elevate this person and help them see their own greatness? Because that's what it is. What we struggle a lot with as artists, we deal with the self-doubt demon, and we think we're not good enough or we're not ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
You are ready. You just, you have to take that first step.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, your nails are cracking. I'm talking about.
They are
cracking. Okay.
Thank you.
everything about a cracking.
We live streaming.
Show
Rita
us on
did.
camera.
Well,
Let's
Rita
get that-
said
let's get
They're
that
stars
Rich
of
Auntie.
their own. Yes, indeed.
Rita said Rich Auntie.
Yes, indeed. That's number one.
She got a Pomeranian in her purse. You just can't see
I
it.
believe it.
Rita, I want to ask you, the workout room is such a wonderful thing for Jackson, for Mississippi,
Yes.
and it's first of its kind, that, at least for our generation. Where did that stem from? Because I know, of course, you've lived abroad. You've been to all of the major cities and the comedy clubs and, really cut your teeth in those type of environments.
Yes.
What did you take away from that, and how did it spin this idea for what you're doing with the workout room?
Well, definitely when I lived in New York, I was telling people that that's the funniest I had ever been because I got to perform 5 times a night. I'm not kidding. I mean, I was performing from 7 p.m. to maybe midnight.
Straight workout.
Yes, working out the material. And I thought, well, Mississippi needs something like this, because it's not a situation where you should get booked for a gig and this is your first time ever performing that material. You shouldn't be getting paid for brand new material that you haven't tested and worked out.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, I'm going to bring this back to Mississippi and give artists an opportunity, including myself, to just work out the material. So that way it will be polished when you get to that big show because you've been working on it all this time. So yeah, because in New York, that's all it is. You are grinding. You don't make no money, but you grinding.
Yeah. You working out.
Yeah, about $10. That's what they try to pay.
And then you got to walk everywhere you go. So that's definitely a workout before you get to the next workout.
Yeah, or take the train, which can be scary.
That's
so.
the city life. I don't know nothing about that here.
Yeah, not my ministry. That's why I'm back.
I like that grid you got to drive from point A to B on. Listen, speaking of working out, Mariama, you're going to be working out, of course, your artistry tonight, but you're also going to be working out a new brand that you're launching.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I'm so excited about this brand. And I think the biggest reason is, some people can't afford therapy, right? I am pro therapy, find a therapist.
Yeah.
But some people can't afford it. And so most creatives have a gift that releases for them. And for me, it's writing. And so during this patch that I've been on, I would just make little notes in my phone. And it would be things that I would want to tell myself, like I'm telling myself these things. And it would be things that I would want to hear from other people that I didn't hear. And I would just write these notes periodically just as I feel it, so I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
And I soon realized if I need this for me, other people can use it as well. So I created Curate. And Curate is a lifestyle brand for inward and outward affirmations. Yeah. So I created 2 decks. The first deck is called Soul Notes. And with those soul notes, you have a Just Be collection. So a Just Create or Just Love creation, Just Love deck. And then you have glow cards, and those are for your outwards. So these are things that you tell to other people, like your coworker or your partner, and you hand them a card and it's theirs and it says, I see you. Yeah. Keep glowing. And the amazing thing about my deck is because I'm a poet, I rhyme. And that is what helps us remember everything that we say. So my decks rhyme. Yeah. So if you don't have them in front of you and you're having a hard time, if you've been practicing using them, you likely remember them wherever you are. So that is the first brand that I am releasing on tonight, and they will be available tonight as well.
That's awesome.
That is unique. That's a hit.
Thank you.
That right there. Now, when you hear stuff come across your table, it's a difference between a hero and a zero. That's a hero. There's nothing like that. No. And especially, like you said, to hand somebody something that you don't even have to say the words. Yes. There is nothing like that. I mean, the next thing you got are Hallmark cards. You know? So that is so totally. We need to trademark that. We need to talk after that.
It's been amazing. And the more I had it and I talked about it, and other people would say, "Oh my gosh, what you're doing what?" Even to hear that from my mom. You were talking about your dad. My dad had a stroke right before Thanksgiving, and he had a stroke last Thanksgiving. We spent the last 2 years of Thanksgiving in rehab. And so my parents have been married for 42 years. And she, when you see a strong man all the time and then he doesn't seem so strong, you're having to figure out how you can live and operate. And so I was telling her about the cards, and she just started crying. She said, I need this right now. Yeah. I need to remind myself right now. So
I love this.
That's wonderful.
So I want to know, and no pun intended, but could be, the way you curate, is that how you curate your poetry?
First of all, why were you talking and doing your hands like that?
I was going to chime in and say, why was it that
she doing
way?
Poetry?
You felt that? You felt that?
What were you presenting?
It's giving Dr. Seuss, man.
I mean, one fish, two, red fish, blue.
That part.
I love you.
Okay.
Meet me on Mulberry Street.
Don't let them steal your shine.
You over here as a poet,
like,
what is she doing?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, we need to get you in the workout room ASAP.
No, because I'm too silly. I can't even tell you what's going to happen, Rita. I can't do it. I can't. But seriously, I want to know, like, where do you pull from when you pull from your poetry side?
So, most people write about what's going on in the world or, and there's a lot going on in the world to write about. Yeah. But I am passionate about my life. Awesome. And that is literally what I write about. I write about my life experiences, the amazing experiences and the not so amazing experiences. So nobody can ever do what I do because it's my work and it's my life. And I think that, when you pour from your life, you are able to connect with people, because sometimes people think that they are the only ones going through something. Yes. Yeah. And then you hear it from someone else and you don't feel so alone. Yeah. So I write about my life. Good. All the time.
Good.
And it's really important to own the stuff that happens in your life so people can't use it against you. I remember listening to Jennifer Lewis's book, and she talked about being, let's say, promiscuous back in the day. Yep. And she was like, I'm owning this. This is who I was, but this is who I am now. And I think it's just really powerful to own your stuff. You own your flaws, you own your growth, and then that way people can't use it against you.
I mean, that is a good thing, but the question is, where are you at in life where you ready to just be like, I'm going to tell all my skeletons?
Yeah, so I think that...
no shame. I'm a comedian, so that's, that's what I do.
I know you have to bear. You have to bear all. Yeah.
It's healing. It really and truly is a healing journey, because you don't know how many people need to hear it. Mm-hmm. I cannot ever explain how many people come to me after a show and say, I needed this. You saved my life.
Yeah.
I needed to know that I was not alone in this. How did you get through this? What are you doing? So, I do keep secrets to myself that belong to me.
Sure.
And everybody doesn't deserve to be in the most intimate spaces of my life.
Agreed.
However, there are parts of me that I think are so important to share because it's healing for me, and I think that it'll be healing for others.
Of course, that's a trick of the enemy, right? Is to keep you isolated, to keep you in torture. And so what's wonderful is, even on this show, you saying, I was going through major waves of grief, and it really affected my artistry. And I think that's important that you're saying that, because there's so many artists that think and are told, just pour it into your art and it's going to be your best art.
Yes.
But everybody doesn't create the same, and the muse for creating is not always the same for everybody else.
It's not. And sometimes you get stuck. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know, if you can hardly wake up, if you can hardly get out of bed in the morning, you can't tell me to go write.
Exactly.
Because I cannot even get out of bed.
Right.
So what am I writing about right now?
Right.
But you have to allow yourself to feel those things, and that's what gets you to the glory on the other side of expressing your gift. So I had to feel it. I had to feel everything that I did not want to feel
and
to get to the other, and survive it, and have love and support around me to help me get through it. And I did, and I'm here, and I'm here to stay. And this is something that I'm so proud of. I did not think that I would be on this side of it, and I'm here, and this is this is amazing.
Praise
Congrats.
God. That's
So
what I'm talking
listen,
about.
Doors of the church are open.
I know, that's right. Hey!
And speaking of, it's all going to be open, and you'll be able to have a transformative night and kind of tap into all of what she's saying tonight at Curate, an intimate night with Mariama. That's going to be tonight, 8:30 p.m. at the Artistry. Mariama, do you have a little something you can give us before you get out of here?
Let me see if I can give some PG rated.
Oh, and it's featuring Lori
No,
Walker Hall.
all-rated R.
Hold on, before you go, also tonight is featuring singer-songwriter and recording artist Lori Walker Hall.
Yes.
She'll
that's
be
my
there.
girl.
She's
That's my
amazing.
homie.
That's my girl. I love her.
She's awesome.
Her sister and I were really close friends. That's how she and I became close. So yes, do not miss out on Lori either. She's absolutely
awesome.
amazing.
Just dropped a single, Growth Spurts. It is a video, and she'll be performing that tonight.
Yeah, shout out,
and we
Lori.
cannot go without saying that Java Chapman is going to be the DJ for tonight.
Java,
Yes.
he don't tell us.
You
that.
making
He's
too
sitting over
much
there being
money.
quiet.
Rita, he don't tell us
Hush,
those
boy.
things. Listen, he was DJing at another event, which I won't say. And then when you be like, "Hey, Java," and he act like he don't know you.
No, I don't.
Yes, he
I
does.
do not.
Ask
I do
Marissa.
not.
Marissa
No.
said, Germaine, I tried to say hello.
No, she
and she was like, he looked at me like, I don't know you.
That's
And
how he
so-
gave me a Jackson Food and Wine. I was like, Java. He was like,
He barely spoke.
I'm like, oh, you
Java said,
DJing
"I'm the
for
king
Food
now."
Wine festivals.
you guys are telling all the tales to all 82 counties. This is not
Marissa
right.
told me this. Marissa told me out of her mouth. I'm black.
Java
Tighten up,
is
baby.
amazing.
Yes,
I'm so
Java set the
excited. I'm so
musical
excited.
tone
for Java
tonight.
to
So
be
glad to
He
have
the
you
boss.
tonight.
He the
Thank
boss.
you.
But yeah, Lori, give us a little something before you get out of here.
Yeah, Maury.
Just a little part.
I mean, not Lori. See now.
Lori Maury's close enough.
Why you didn't correct me?
Because you always slicing
You
up
got to come
names.
to the
That's
workout
just
room,
wrong.
Jermaine.
Mariama.
It's the butcher coming.
He calls me Benny the Butcher. Okay, we're gonna stop being
Bernadine the
silly.
Butcher.
oh my gosh.
We gotta let her perform.
Please.
Just a little small something. I'm going to rise and make some Starbucks with cream, but cash will never rule everything around me. Class can't be bought, but I'm the reason you should stay hidden beneath your degrees. That's all I got.
Okay.
All right.
I was getting hungry.
Cream.
I heard Starbucks.
And cream. You got lost right there.
I am thirsty.
Can I get a caramel macchiato tall? Almond milk, please. Thank you.
Almond milk, please.
Yes.
Listen, it is going to
Barista.
be a beautiful night of curation at Curate, an intimate night with Mariama tonight, 8:30 p.m. at the Artistry. Mariama, Rita B, thank y'all both for coming by. This
Thank
is
you for
awesome
having-
today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody stick around. When we get back, we're checking out what's happening around your neck of the woods. You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. want me to dress up every week, Germaine.
Germaine, this is all I got.
This is all I got.
I don't buy costumes. I don't have glitz and glamour in my closet.
Before we get into everybody coming in, I already got to make a toast to Next Stop, Mississippi. Woo! This is apple cider, everybody. Plus, it goes nicely with my dress and hat.
It don't.
Java, what you doing? You drinking yours?
Oh, that was.
that
was a lot of stuttering.
Look at him. He got the whole bottle back there. He trying.
God, you just going naked, ain't you?
It's bad. It's bad. What juju or bad luck to toast with an empty glass? So I had to make sure I had something.
Oh, you had something in it.
Yeah.
Well, let's toast for real.
Yeah,
so
this has been a wonderful
I don't really
year.
know how to. You do it, Kamel.
No. You produce this show, you toast.
Okay, as producer of this show, to Next Stop Mississippi, I thank both of you all for the past 2.5 years now, almost 3 that we're going on, that we've had. And then this past year has definitely been a whirlwind fun ride.
Yes, it has.
And I know we're going to have a beautiful 2025, and I cannot wait to get into it with y'all both.
Man, and I mirror the same thing. It's been a blessing. It's been fun. It's added so much flavor to my life. It's so many people who walk up to me in public, and they won't even know. They'll hear my voice say, I love you guys' show. Y'all have us laughing, and you and Germaine and Java, so I just thank God that we bring, I think, a little slice of happiness and joy to people.
You know who's listening right now who loves you?
Who's that?
Tyrone Bully from Bully's Restaurant.
No.
Yes, sir.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
He
Man,
listens,
shout out to him.
No,
Icon.
He's listening right now. I want you to know why I know. Because he listens 24/7. Greta told me she cannot turn it off. She listens to the BBC at night.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you got to love that. He's probably one of the smartest people in the state then, if he does.
He's on the MPB public media app as well. So what he did the last time was he came and he said, girl, you were so pretty on that antique show.
Oh,
and I said,
man.
what I have on? You had on something. I told Greta she must have got that dress from New Orleans. And so he pulled it up. I said, where you see it? And he pulled it up on his, he watches the MPB public media app, and he watches the programs that's on there. And
shout out to him and everything he's done in this community.
We're going to see them Monday. We're coming out Monday at 11:30 for a little get together. Miss Greta called me and just to confirm what day we'd be coming. But that's my hearts right there.
And shout out to Visit for loaning me out every Friday to do this on behalf of Visit
y'all
Mississippi.
Been so nice over the years. That's so great. And I'm glad I got to say Visit Mississippi with him for 2.5 years. So thank you, Visit,
Love Visit,
for making the pathway around the state.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Visit.
Okay, speaking of making pathways around the state, here's a little of what's happening around your neck of the woods. First up, we don't have a photo, y'all, so don't go scrambling to the MMPs in the back. I love y'all, Blake, Sahana, and Marissa. I couldn't get Marissa. I didn't said her name 3 times today.
It's the butcher coming.
The butcher coming. So guess what? Mary Hope Trees of Christmas has been recognized as a USA Today 10 Best Holiday Historic Tour Home winner.
Wow.
And so they were in the running when they came on the show the last time. They had been ranked 4th. That's an honor that highlights the venue's incredible beauty and historical significance. The prestigious ranking is particularly meaningful as it comes at the perfect time. With the 56th annual Trees of Christmas of Mary Hope well underway and attracting visitors from across the nation and beyond. You know where that's at, y'all. In Meridian. Shout out to our friend Kim Waters with Mary Hope Trees. And congratulations, y'all, on that 4th place. That is not an easy thing.
That is huge.
People around the nation decorate all the time. I watch the Great Christmas Light Fight, so I know. But yeah, it's hard to get into something like this.
And so you can see the Mary Hope Christmas at Mary Hope special, 3:30 p.m. December 25th, Christmas Day on MPB TV.
That's right.
So make sure if you can't make it down to Meridian and see this, what do you say, 4th place, best Christmas attraction in the country? You can see Christmas at Mary Hope special, 3:30 p.m. Christmas Day on MPB TV.
That's right.
Java, do you do a lot of lights at your house?
We get a little bit. I guess I'm gonna tell on myself.
Tell it.
I got held back a little bit this year because we moved into a new home.
Oh, the HOA. When there's a homeowners association, you can't just do too much.
When you move into a new home, sometimes you got to buy more lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got more lights, but my inflatables had to play the background because we have a black Santa Claus I like to blow up every year and some reindeer and stuff.
HOAs don't usually like that.
Yeah, no. We're white lighted out.
Don't listen to Kamel anyone.
But yes, we do put up the lights. It's always fun.
Okay.
When I see folks with all those lights and stuff, I know I'm an adult now. Because you know what I think? God, I know their light bill high.
It's not too bad. Well, the LEDs nowadays don't run up that much.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're better than the old school iridescents.
Yeah, it's not that much.
And I used to put up a lot of lights.
That's what I be thinking. I'll be like, my bill already high.
Now, unless you got one of those where it comes with drones and the whole house is covered every square inch, like on the Great Christmas Light Fight, then you better get into that Great Christmas Light Fight because they're giving out 100,000. So that'll help pay for that bill. Okay, here's what else is happening around your neck of the woods. Don't look for this one either, y'all. Experience a Hallmark holiday through 8 small towns in the USA. And this was named on Forbes Small Town Picks list. We've got 2 entries of cities in this list, a list of 8 who made where you can go, right? And like if you watch the Hallmark Channel, you can go and you can walk around. You can feel like you're in a Hallmark movie. So the 2 places in Mississippi that made it were Oxford and Hattiesburg. How cute! So if you want a little Hallmark Christmas feel, head over there.
Yes.
Okay. Here's where you can head else. Somewhere.
Shaolin
go
sword.
there. All right, you already know Chapel Hart. Let me go on and tell you the 2 dates. Sunday, December 22nd. They'll be in Carrier, Mississippi. You heard it.
Where?
Carrier.
Oh, so you got Google AI to pronounce it for you.
No, I just went back and watched the episode and
heard
heard Danica.
Week she said Carrier.
And then Danica, here's the funny part. Danica was like, you messed it up the first time. Well, when she was on the show, I had only said it once when they were on a segment, and I thought, oh my God, she heard me say it on the billboard, and she did. And so it's Carrier, Mississippi. They will be there Sunday, December 22nd at Infinity Farms. Get there. And then Monday, December 23rd, they will be in Gaucher at the Sound Amphitheater. So you've got 2 more chances to see them in the state right before Christmas for their heartfelt family Christmas tour.
Love it.
It's a heartfelt family Christmas. There won't be no silent night. They'll be laughing and hugging and I got that paperwork signed, Java. I got the paperwork signed, Java.
Because they're going to snatch us down.
The paperwork was signed 3 weeks ago.
Because wasn't that one of your things? You're also an additional
the 4th member.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple fights, it could all get a little crazy.
Cut her mic now.
Because to me, it's all right.
From 10 to 11, we have an agreement, so I can't cut her mic.
It's a heartfelt family Christmas. All right.
Then the nose, in true artist form.
Is this apple cider?
Yes. Mine is rosé apple cider. Mine is rosé apple cider. Okay, you've got the original over there.
All right.
All right, here's what else is happening. Y'all, we got a picture for this one. Robbie Peoples, Martin's downtown annual Christmas show. I will not leave this year without acting like this, that's for sure. Robbie, shout out to you, babe. That's my high school alum with me. He will be performing a Christmas show at Martin's Wednesday, December 25th. That's Christmas night, 10 p.m. He's going to tear it loose. He was born in Jackson, Mississippi, and his childhood was steeped in Delta blues tradition, and it oozes out of his lyrics about hardship, family, women, and booze.
Shout out, Robbie.
And I love Robbie, and I wouldn't say that he was great if he wasn't. Just because we went to school together don't mean nothing. But you got to be good.
Would
and
say
that
you
man,
have no camaraderie if you're not good.
That man good.
I'm gonna tell it how it
that
is.
man good. That man good. All right, here's what else. Tupelo's 2025 New Year's Eve party. That's the NYE picture, y'all. It's set to return with a diverse lineup of bands on 2 different stages in downtown Tupelo. It's safe, secure, and the event has something for all ages to celebrate at the start of 2025. Tupelo's 2025 New Year's Eve party, December 31st, 6 p.m.
Stop it right there, Java. You see how wonderful of a producer she is? In the middle of talking, you even directed the crew behind and said, "It's the NY picture, y'all." In between to give them a heads up and did not stutter.
Because I didn't number my photos today. So because I didn't number them like I usually
Pretty amazing.
do.
Pretty amazing.
That's what producing is.
That's what
man.
producing is.
I got to talk to you, them, the audience,
and
me.
yourself.
Yeah.
And yourself.
I know who's all in his head. I know who's in here. All right, here's what else is happening, y'all. It's the one where the man's floating in the air.
Picture, guys. They're laughing back there. You hear them?
Martin's Downtown's NYE Blowout. See, they do great with Flint. That's why I gave them Christmas gift this morning with Flintwick, DJ Scrap Dirty, and Angelo. Yeah, that's my heart.
My guy.
The one and only.
Right.
Yes.
That's going to be
Violator
New Year's Eve.
DJs.
Right. Violator All-Star DJs.
DJs.
Big Face Hunnits. Tuesday, December 31st.
Say it with your bird chest.
Say it with your bird chest.
Listeners, you may not understand that segment.
No, they don't. They don't. Tuesday, it's okay. Tuesday, December 31st, 9 p.m. at Martin's Downtown. That's Martin's New Year's Eve blowout with the best DJs in the land. And then Biloxi 12th Night Celebration will be happening Sunday, January 5th at Biloxi City Hall. This is to kick off the Carnival season on the coast. Coastal Crew royalty will parade through the City Hall where they will ceremoniously illuminate the building in carnival colors, followed by the presentation of the 2025 flag bearers for the Gulf Coast Carnival Association. Afterwards, they invite everybody to enjoy live music, merriment, local foods, and king cake. That's our friends. I love them people. Biloxi 12th Night Celebration. Listen, we're going to a break. When we come back, we're checking out MPB Think Radio Holiday Traditions. You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. To Next Stop Mississippi. I'm in with my traveling partners, Java Chapman and Kamel King. And now I'm in with some more traveling partners.
Oh, yes.
The OGs.
Triple OG.
I love it because they've got all of the knowledge that I don't. Taiwo, come on in.
Come on in, Taiwo.
Yeah, no, you just can't be standing at the
Taiwo
glass.
Gaynor.
Yeah, come on, Taiwo.
Oh, come on.
Come on. You ain't got no photos, but you come in and sit down.
And he's got on a red sweater, guys.
Oh, look at y'all.
Just in time for the season.
Just in time.
A fresh yape up and everything.
It's Christmas time in the city.
This is MPB's little segment here. I'm welcoming some more people. Kevin Farrell.
Yes.
The
man.
original OG of MPB Think Radio.
My tennis shoe brother.
That's right. You're right. Liz Gill is here as well.
Yeah,
Liz is OG number 2.
Yeah.
And Taiwo just slipped in, and I'm glad he's here. He's definitely Taiweezy.
Taiweezy. Do they know that name in the front office?
Everybody knows the name, and they say it around the agency because of me.
Really?
Yep. I named
She
him.
put your business right on.
I
out
named
there.
him, and now he's got his moniker.
I love it.
He does.
We got 2 big bosses on
He
the
answers to
line
it
right here.
So
Him and
listen,
Java.
we're talking holiday traditions before we get out of
Yes.
here for the year. I want to get it jumped off a little bit. First up, let's go ahead and get started with Kevin Farrell, since he's the original OG.
All right.
Kevin, I asked everybody to like pull some cute photos or something like that, something you'd like to show us or tell a cute story. And Kevin's got both of those wrapped up in
That's interesting.
wrapped up in one gift, Kevin. Kevin, tell the story. Hold on the picture, y'all. It's in there. Go look for the picture that's brown. Kevin, wow. Tell the story, though, before they show this photo.
All right, so I'll do it quick. First of all, I'd like to say that when the youngest child, me in the family, is in his 60s and family starts talking about traditions, a lot of that is, well, I don't remember that, and we actually have had a number of arguments about how this actually played out. But to start the story, I need to go back to the 1960s. My dad served a tour of duty in Vietnam and used to send us little things, those pointed hats, statues, and that sort of thing. Well, one of the things he sent was a carving of Magellan, who, if I remember correctly, was the first explorer to circumnavigate the globe. Well, we got it, and
Don't say that.
the interesting thing about this was it's a cylindrical carving that was resembling a certain part of male
Excusez-moi.
There it is.
So,
Well,
the debate rages on in our family as to whether my dad really knew what the story behind this was before he sent it to us. Some people think we do, others think we don't. But
I did not load up the back of the.
It's a little more obvious from the back.
I loaded
part.
up
this is
just
no
the
longer a
front.
family show.
Also, I'd
Will
like
this
to
show
say,
survive to the next year?
Yes, it will.
I'm not surprising anyone with the story. I did check it out first to make sure it was okay. It is a bit of a PG-rated story. So anyway, we had a laugh about that, and it stuck around. Now we got to fast forward about 35, maybe 40 years, and this is where 2 traditions sort of collide, because 2 brothers live in the South. So what happened was they would do their family thing with their wives on the Christmas week, and then we would meet together on New Year's week to do a little family celebration. So one year, and I don't remember who sent to who, but someone opened up a package, and Magellan was in there. So the wives had no idea about it, but we all got this big laugh about, oh my God, this is it. I hadn't thought about this thing in like more than 30 years.
Love it.
Wow.
And so that's part of it. But then the tradition really starts the next year when someone re-gifted it. So
Yeah, it's gotta
it
keep
showed
moving.
up at someone else. And so now the tradition
It's
was...
gotta keep moving.
That's right. Every year a different brother gets it. So you get to keep it for a year, but then
You
you've got
get
to
it.
re-gift it to someone else the following
brothers.
Christmas.
Somebody gonna get it. Listen, that is an awesome story,
It is,
Kevin.
Kevin.
I love that.
Kevin
I love
Farrell?
that.
All right.
I love that. Apple cider to that.
Are we doing apple cider shots?
Yes. Well, I accidentally bought.
You at work today.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, Liz, let's get into yours real quick. Liz has got a video. I don't know if we're able to play the
picture
video.
first.
A picture first. Y'all put the
So,
picture up.
When we got our first house, it had this nice porch, and so I made a wreath. And that's us.
Aw.
That's in 1995. And I made this wreath. Well, as soon as I did that, we moved. So we had to. We took that wreath
So
with us when we moved to
cute.
Mississippi. And
Look at the kids.
now, we've repurposed it, and we commemorate the 4 weeks before Christmas by celebrating Advent. So now on this video, I had my boys play games with us on this, and we strung it with lights. So there's a white light for the wreath, and then by quarters for each of the 4 weeks leading up.
Okay.
We've got purple lights.
There it goes.
And then they add another purple light. Then the 3rd week is pink.
Look at 'em.
And then the 4th week is also purple.
I love it.
And Taiwo, I'm not in the TV department. I don't know what aperture settings you were supposed to do
RYOGB,
to get
right?
lights.
Red, yellow, orange,
but you
green,
can't
blue.
really tell the purple. And then at Christmas,
This is radio folks doing the video. It's all.
at Christmas, we take off the purple and put some more white lights.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this is just a fun way
I love that.
for us to commemorate the celebration before Christmas.
I love it.
And then it's a fun thing that we've just had
after.
every year since 95 to have lights
Cute.
on our house.
I love that.
First of all, your first house looks
we love
wonderful.
the lights
Traditions.
in our
Your
That was
first-
the Home Alone house.
Yeah, your first house looks wonderful. Like
I love that.
that wreath,
Love
I
that,
would totally
Liz.
trip
So y'all
over
still
that and
do
face
this
plant.
at your new house?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Let's still do it.
this was our house in Kentucky. And so I made that wreath, and we bring it. And then when it's not
Perfect.
Christmas, we store it on the ceiling of the garage.
Perfect.
Wow.
Of the carport. So
Okay.
it goes up on the
garage.
Y'all have something
on the
wild.
housetop.
Okay, so we got to flip into my photos before we get out of here. We got a few minutes. Everybody just look at how beautiful I am. Because I got a ton
Germaine
of them.
and Santa.
It's me and Santa. Keep going, y'all. It's
Germaine
me,
and
my
the
grandmama.
Oh,
That's in Buffalo,
man.
New York, and Trey. That's me, Mama, and Trey.
Look at that.
Isn't that cute?
Look at your long braids.
Look at my little double jointed
I got
arm.
the
I'm
Simon
still
there.
double jointed
Simon
like
there.
that.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm still double jointed
Don't
like
ever
that.
do that again.
And then that's me in San Antonio, me
man.
and Trey.
On the rocking horse.
Yes.
So happy. Look
Yes. Me and Santa.
You look a little scared in that one.
Well,
You're like, that's not the same one from last
yeah,
time.
it's not the usual Santa. It's not my usual. With me and Trey, of course.
You look like you're about to throw
They
him
always
off.
did these
like,
Olin
get off
Mills
me.
pics. They always, and then I had a
Olin Mills.
Band-Aid. Me.
Oh.
I love the little Olin Mills pics. They always had that background together.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, keep going, y'all.
Look at that.
That's when you get older. Mama used to braid my hair. That's my hair, y'all. That ain't
man.
that ain't what I usually do now. Isn't
Look
that
at
cute?
That is so cute.
I'm just so old.
How did you derive that from this wonderful moment? Really? That's what you boiled it all down to?
Listen, shout out to my mama, my daddy, and them. We always had family traditions of opening up the gifts on Christmas Eve once we figured out Santa was not real.
Say what now? Say what now?
At our house,
You know your
Santa's
kids ain't
real.
listening to this.
What we talking about?
If Santa's not real, you don't get
Up
any
and
gifts.
done.
Hey, something hilarious happened today. So my kid caught my wife moving the elf on the shelf. The one that
how
doesn't
could you?
believe in Santa caught her doing it. And he's like, I'm about to go tell. I was like, do not do it.
No, don't tell him don't do it because I
Yeah.
kept Trey's alive. I kept Trey's whole
saw
thing
her
alive.
do it.
He was like,
His world is shattered. It's shattered.
You're right.
no, he doesn't believe in any of that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's the little thug one.
At our house, you don't believe, you don't get gifts.
That's right, Liz.
You better
If
believe
there's
in
no
daddy.
Santa, you don't get Santa presents.
Jabba,
hardcore.
what do you and Crystal do with the
better
kids
believe
to
in
get them
daddy.
out?
What you mean to get them out?
To get the gifts out without them seeing y'all.
Oh, it's after they go to bed. We up to
They
like
sleep tight like that.
yeah, because they
Oh,
gonna get
okay.
because they 6 o'clock on dot.
Okay.
Really?
Up.
Okay.
And I'm just like, please leave me alone.
You're not all filled with joy to give all those wonderful things that you
He
purchased
just
from
put them
hard
down. And he
work.
just
That's what
put
I'm
them
saying.
down.
At 6 o'clock.
He just put 'em down.
Can we wait till 7:38, please?
He just put them down.
At our house, you got stockings, and you can play with whatever's in your stocking until
Until the
Mama
time.
gets up.
Got you.
Yeah,
That's
you can't
good.
touch anything else.
Okay,
but,
I may have to institute that this year
yeah,
because
you can do your stocking. But,
they will come beat down that door at 6 o'clock. Like, it's Christmas.
Right. Well, y'all.
We probably had the family the earliest Christmas because we used to go to church at midnight, the midnight mass, and so we would open presents probably like 1:30 in the morning. So that was
Oh,
That was
man.
That
That was
we
was
got
us.
to jump on the holiday for
right.
sure.
That
You
was
sure
us.
did.
Y'all, speaking of jumping on the holiday, we about to jump on out of here into it, y'all. I thank all of y'all for coming on the show today. Yes. It has been a beautiful show. We've come to the end of another great trip and year. We want to thank you all for riding shotgun the entire year. Thanks for putting on your seatbelt, because I drive a little crazy. And today's guests, Mariama, Rita B, Kevin Farrell, Liz Gill, Taiwo Gaynor, and my traveling partners, Kamel King and Java Chapman, for joining me to submit an event or find out more information. Come on, Benny. About these and what's happening around your neck of the woods, visit mpbonline.org and click the community tab to view SIP events or email events at mpbonline.org. Next Stop Mississippi is produced by yours truly. For Java Chapman and Kamel King, I'm Germaine Flood. Today's MMPs, Blake, Sahana, Marissa, I love y'all.
The Dream Team.
Right. Happy holidays to all of y'all and happy 2025.